We live in a world obsessed with control. We track our habits, set 10-year goals, micromanage our days down to the minute. We strive to control our future, our image, even our emotions. But what if the very act of control is what's actually making us lose our grip? Across cultures and centuries, philosophers, monks, and mystics have whispered the same paradox. To truly gain control, you must let go. But how can surrender possibly lead to mastery? Let's journey into this contradiction and uncover why letting go might be the most powerful thing you ever do. Imagine you're holding the strings of a marionette. With each tug, you move the puppet's limbs. It dances, bows, walks as you please. It feels powerful. But now imagine that you are the puppet and the strings. They're being pulled by things you don't even see. Your past, your fears, your culture. You think you're in control, but much of your life runs on autopilot. This was the warning of Stoic philosophers like Epictetus. He said, "Some things are in our control and others are not." The tragedy is most of us confuse the two. We spend our energy trying to control opinions, outcomes, and even other people. Meanwhile, we ignore the one thing that is truly ours, our response. So, the first step isn't to tighten your grip, it's to ask, what strings am I being pulled by that I cannot see? A young monk once approached his master during a thunderstorm. He said, "Master, I meditate every day, but I cannot stop my mind from being shaken by the storm." The old monk simply replied, "Then let it shake." We often believe peace means calmness and control means stillness. But true mastery is not about stopping the storm. It's about learning how to remain present within it. Buddhism teaches the concept of non-resistance. Life is like a river, and suffering comes when we try to swim against the current. We fight what is. We cling to expectations. We demand permanence from a world that only knows change. But the river doesn't care. It flows on. Letting go doesn't mean giving up. It means accepting that you cannot stop the rain. But you can stop cursing the sky. In the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna tells Arjuna, "You have a right to your actions, but not to the fruits of your actions." It's a line that has puzzled readers for centuries. Why act if you can't control the results? But this is the essence of detachment. We confuse success with outcome, but true success is doing the right thing, regardless of what follows. A warrior fights not because he knows he'll win, but because the fight itself is just. A creator writes not to be praised, but because the words must be born. When you surrender your obsession with results, a strange thing happens. You begin to act with clarity, courage, and compassion. Not because you are trying to win, but because you are finally free to play. In today's world, productivity has become a religion. We worship schedules. We offer our peace on the altar of constant motion. We're told that control equals success. Wake up at 5 a.m. Plan your week. Outwork everyone. And yet, burnout is rising, depression is widespread, and the feeling of not enough is epidemic. We've become machines trying to optimize our way into happiness, but machines don't feel joy. Only humans do. Letting go doesn't mean you stop trying. It means you stop clinging. Work hard, but release the fear of falling behind. Dream big, but surrender the timeline. Care deeply, but detach from validation. The real mastery is learning how to live from the inside out. Letting go is not weakness, it's courage. It's the decision to trust life, even when you can't predict it. It's what Lao Tzu meant when he said, "When I let go of what I am, I become what I might be." And this is the paradox. Only when we loosen the grip on life do we begin to feel its pulse. Only when we stop clutching certainty does wisdom arise. So ask yourself, what have you been holding on to that's holding you back? What fear makes you grasp instead of flow? Because the truth is, you were never in full control. And that's not a tragedy, it's liberation. Let go, and watch how life starts to move with you, not against you. If this message resonated, don't forget to reflect on it today. Not just in thought, but in action. Maybe letting go isn't the end of control. Maybe it's the beginning of real power. Until next time, stay awake, stay free.